Nikola Tesla, born in Croatia in 1856, he became an engineer and scientist with a brilliant mind, known for designing the alternating current electric system, or AC electric system, which is the predominant electrical system used across the world today, but not only. So we're about to address some other of his inventions, including of course the main subject of this video, 6 brilliant inventions by Tesla that unfortunately never got built. Tesla once said, "It seems that I've always been ahead of my time," and that's not far from the truth. In 1884, he briefly worked with Thomas Edison before the two parted ways. He sold several patent rights, including those to his AC machinery, to George Westinghouse. In 1885, Tesla received funding for the Tesla Electric Light Company with the intention to develop improved arc lighting. After successfully doing so, Tesla was forced out of the venture for a time and to work as a manual laborer in order to survive. 2 years later, things turned better as he received funding for his new Tesla Electric Company. Throughout his career, Tesla discovered, designed, and developed ideas for different important inventions, most of which were officially patented by other investors, including dynamos, which are electrical generators similar to batteries, and the induction motor. He was also a pioneer in the discovery of radar technology, X-ray technology, remote control, and the rotating magnetic field, which is the basis of most AC machinery. He is most well known for his contributions in AC electricity for the Tesla coil. However, there are 6 brilliant designs that never saw the light of day, and now we're here to uncover them. Number 6. Earthquake machine. In 1893, Tesla patented a steam-powered mechanical oscillator that would vibrate up and down at high speeds in order to generate electricity. One day, when he was trying to tune his mechanical oscillator to the vibration of the building where his laboratory was in New York City, he actually caused the ground to shake. During the test, Tesla kept on turning the power up and started hearing cracking sounds. Suddenly, all the heavy machinery in the place was flying around. He grabbed a hammer and had to break the machine in order to have everything stop, because if he hadn't, then the building would have been down on the ground within a few minutes. Police and ambulances arrived on the scene, but Tesla ordered his assistants to remain quiet and tell the police that it must have been an earthquake. This incident gave Tesla the inspiration for his telegeodynamic oscillator, which is an earthquake machine, for which scientists could use to discover the geological properties of the Earth, and engineers as well as prospectors could use it in order to locate mineral and metal ore deposits underground. Tesla never got to build this earthquake machine, but scientists and engineers use the same principle today to do exactly as Tesla has envisioned. Thank you for choosing to watch our video. If you enjoyed so far, please like it and subscribe to support our channel. We truly appreciate it. You can also hit the bell icon and get notified when we upload new videos to the channel. Now, let's continue. Number 5. Thought camera. Nikola Tesla truly believed he has the power to develop a machine that would photograph thoughts. The inspiration came to him in 1893 while he was experimenting. Tesla was convinced that a definite image formed in thought must, by reflex action, produce a corresponding image on the retina, which might possibly be read by a suitable apparatus. So, if a thought reflects an image on the retina, it is a mere question of illuminating the same property and taking photographs, and then using the ordinary methods which are available to project the image on a screen. Tesla believed that if this can be done successfully, then the object imagined by a person will be clearly reflected on the screen as they are formed, and in this way, every thought of the person could be read. Our minds would then be like open books. Of course, this is not how thought processes work, and the idea never came to life. Number 4. Wireless energy. In 1901, financier J.P. Morgan gave Nikola Tesla the amount of $150,000, which is equivalent to almost $5.5 million in today's money, in order to build a 185-foot tall, mushroom-shaped tower on the north shore of Long Island, which would be capable of transmitting messages, telephony, and images to ships at sea and across the Atlantic Ocean by using the Earth to conduct signals. As work on the structure that would be known as Wardenclyffe Tower began, Tesla wanted to adapt it to allow for wireless power delivery. According to his experiments on radio and microwaves, Tesla believed that he could light up New York City by transmitting millions of volts of electricity through the air. However, JP Morgan refused to give Tesla any additional funding for his ideas and plans. There are those who speculate that Morgan cut off the funds to Tesla once he realized that Tesla's plans would have crippled his other energy sector holdings. And so, in 1906, Tesla had to abandon the project before it was finished and could have become operational. In 1917, Wardenclyffe Tower was dismantled. Number 3. Artificial tidal wave. Tesla believed that the power of science could be harnessed to prevent war. In 1907, the New York World reported of another of Tesla's military inventions, a weapon in which wireless telegraphy would trigger the detonations of high explosives at sea to generate tidal waves so vast that would capsize entire enemy fleets. Tesla calculated that the collapsing gas bubble produced by the explosion would produce tidal waves more than 100 feet high, enough to sweep away the largest battleships of the era. It was reported that the artificial tidal wave would make navies as useless as the paper boats that babies float in bathtubs. However, tidal waves don't quite work that way, as the United States and Soviet Union learned when they performed underwater nuclear bomb testing in the 1940s and 1950s. Number 2. Electric-powered supersonic airship. Tesla was always fascinated by the idea of flight ever since he was a young boy. Combining his knowledge of electrical and mechanical engineering, he began to think more about aviation after the failure of Wardenclyffe Tower. In an article in the July 1990 issue of the Construction magazine, Tesla discussed his work on developing a supersonic aircraft that would travel 8 miles above the surface of the Earth and generate speeds allowing passengers to travel between New York City and London in only 3 hours. Tesla envisioned that the aircraft would be powered by electricity transmitted wirelessly from power plants on the ground, eliminating the need for aircrafts to carry fuel. In the article, Tesla said that the power supply is virtually unlimited, as any number of power plants can be operated together, supplying energy to airships, just as trains running on tracks were supplied with electrical energy for rails or wires. Number 1. Tesla's Deadbeat. Tesla's mind never stopped working. On his 78th birthday, he told the New York Times that he had come up with his most important invention so far, an invention that would cause armies of millions to drop dead in their tracks. This was a military weapon that would accelerate mercury particles at 48 times the speed of sound inside a vacuum chamber and shoot a high-velocity beam through the free air of such tremendous energy that it will bring down a fleet of 10,000 enemy airplanes at a distance of 250 miles. The press referred to this new invention as a death beam. However, Tesla believed it was actually a peace beam that would prevent attacks by airplanes and invading armies, and thus save lives. Tesla offered his particle beam weapon to numerous governments, including the United States, but the only country that showed interest in his idea was the Soviet Union, which conducted a partial test in 1949, yet never produced the results that Tesla had hoped it would. His system required a series of power plants located along a country's coast that would scan the skies in search of enemy aircrafts. Since the beam was projected in a straight line, it was only effective for about 200 miles, which is the distance of the curvature of the Earth. Thank you for watching. What is the invention that interested you the most? Let us know in the comments. Reminding you to like our video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to support our channel. We truly appreciate it. Also, hit the bell icon and get notified when we upload new videos to the channel. Have a great and innovative day.